People, Travis Brown, horror movies, uncut submissions, and slashers. I am joined on this Friday by a young lady who has a film that's going to be making its world premiere at the lovely, fictitious land known as Kansas City, Missouri, in a festival known of panic called Panic Fest. Her name is Jill Gevargizian. Some people call her Jill Six. Some people just call her Jill. She had a movie called The Stylist that you all loved so much. First time I met this young lady, she had a little short film called Call Girl that we talked about up in Chicago a very, very long time. Ladies and gentlemen, Jill Gevargizian, we are here talking about Ghost Game. What's going on, lady? How you doing today?
Hello. That was quite the introduction.
Let's go. That's all I
And
do is intro.
you're making me realize we probably actually met. It might be like the 10-year anniversary this year because Call Girl came out in 2014.
That's crazy. So we were
Somehow
up
it's
in
2024.
Yeah, we were up in Schaumburg, Illinois, and what was that, a Holiday Inn or some shit that they had that a
Was it a
Sheridan or
wasn't that
something.
a was it that a Days of the Dead?
Yeah,
Probably.
exactly. Days of the Dead, Chicago. We just
Hell
bounced
yeah.
around, people taking photos. And honestly, people were looking at me because they thought I was security, like up there. And I'm like, no, man. I was like, there's this short film that I keep hearing about that has like the star, like Tristan Risk is in this thing, and then there's the guy from Human Centipedes. I was like, how is there a short film playing in Chicago about this? And did my research, made my way up there, and lo and behold, there you were, introducing your film, talking about your short, and then fast forward 10 years later, lady, and we got the second
Same.
big feature on the way, Ghost Game. You've been doing a lot of promotion for the film, even though I know it's kind of funny. You do promotion, then you don't do promotion at the same time. You're like, hey, here's this mask from the film, but then at the same time, there's a lot of good talk behind the film so far. There's a lot of good hype coming from the Dread family behind the film as well. So I am so grateful that you're here to talk to me about this movie. And I want to dig in and instantly talk about, where did the initial idea for this film come from? Was this something placed on your lap? Was this something that you found organically? How did the entire concept of Ghost Game come to you?
Well, it came to me because I was connected to quite a few people involved, especially the writer Adam Caesar and one of the producers Jamie Nash and executive producer Ed Sanchez, Blair Witch. And Jamie, who you guys would know from, he's written half of Ed's films like Lovely Molly, Exist, his VHS segment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but so I had actually been working with Jamie and Adam on a film years ago we were hoping would get made eventually. And so that clearly hasn't, but this film came along and it was part of a slate of films that were already financed, and they put my name up for it, and then Ed was involved, who I also knew separately of them, and
Okay.
he was like, oh, I'd love to reach out to Jill, especially since they brought me up first. And
That's what's up.
the script showed up in my email and I was really excited about it. And it was like less than 2 months we were shooting the thing. It was just like the crazy fast.
Did you even have any idea that you would be on like Eduardo's radar to do something like this? Like, I mean, clearly there was a relationship that you had prior, but did you even have an idea that if something would come by, you would be someone that they would throw out as a suggestion?
Um, maybe it's definitely a huge dream come true,
Right.
but Ed has been a major mentor throughout my whole career. He kind of even helped me get my first agent, and so he's really been there. Him and his creative producer Greg Hale have really been
Okay.
there for me. So it's been awesome.
That's what's up. So one of the I think one of the best things about you is your social media presence, because you like like that's why, like, I'm like, look, she does not have any problem letting y'all know how she doing today. But one of the things that it does is it allows people to get way more behind the scenes on the projects that you're working on. And one of the things that I love that you do is your location scouting. So once you got Ghost Game ready to roll, we know we're going to work on this project. Here's this 2 months later, we're filming. I remember seeing you posting Instagram photos and stuff. Hey, we're on the road. We're down here. We're down here. What was it about this house? What was it about this location that instantly grabbed you and you were like, right here, this is where we got to do this?
Can I rewind and tell people what Ghost Game is about? Because
Yeah, for sure. Go for it. Yeah. 100%.
Well, Ghost Game is about these questionable people who play this game, literally called Ghost Game, where they break into
Right.
homes and like live in them secretly. And the whole objective is how long can they get away with it? And they film it, share it on the internet. It's a whole fucked up game.
Mm-hmm.
And they're targeting this infamously haunted house. It's this super old mansion. And
Okay.
in the script, that was like it was a dream that'd be this like giant, epically creepy mansion.
Right.
And I had my, you know, I had adjusted my expectations on what we could actually get. But then the producers, and I wasn't there, it was shot in Maryland. They did the scouting before I was even there. And they show me this house is fucking incredible. It's a house that was built originally in like the 1600s. And I mean, I would geek out just to walk through it, let alone
Yeah.
film something in it. So I mean, it was just when they showed it to me, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is a dream, amazing house.
Right. Right. And it's great because, like, yeah, like you said, so for the people who don't know, when this film is going to be shown to them, they're going to see kind of what we see a lot in society. When I first saw your rumors of the film and the synopsis rumors, it made me instantly think like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and then Take It Back, CKY, but like on like a whole nother tip. Where it almost kind of reminded me of something that I feel like I would see in like an Asian television show. Like I think about films like Hide and Seek, which actually had like the people living in the houses and shit like that. So what was there
Yeah, it's
anything?
interesting.
So when you look at like what you guys have as the premise for Ghost Game, you got these people, these practical jokers that clearly step in the wrong motherfucking house. Another
Yeah.
thing that I love about you is you're very candid about like your research and like what films and things you're using for inspiration and stuff. So what was some of the things maybe that you kind of reached for and got some inspiration for when you were piecing together this scenario of these practical jokesters doing this
Yeah.
kind of horrible thing when you think about it
Yeah.
at the end of the day?
That's what's interesting is they approach it like it's just this funny thing, but it's actually really fucked up and
Yeah.
traumatizing for the
Very
people you do
relevant
it
for
to.
today's society, I must say. Very relevant.
But I really like kind of drew from two different worlds because what I loved about the script that it was like kind of like this home invasion prankster thing mixed with this like haunted house film.
Mhm.
So I kind of drew from some classic haunted house films for because we kind of have two different casts going on. This
Right,
family's just moving into this house, kind of your classic. We're
right,
moving into the old creepy house.
right,
Who knows what the hell's going to happen? And
right,
there's also these
right.
people hiding in the walls. And but with the group, I really felt like they were just kind of these slimy, gritty punk like 20s something. So I was really like attracted to the color green. So and I went to a lot of kind of obvious films like Green Room, literally green's in the title.
Yeah,
Don't Breathe, I looked to a
yeah,
lot because
yeah,
I
for
thought that's
sure.
a film where it's from the perspective of the people doing
Yep,
the breaking in.
yep.
I even looked at stuff like Satan's Slaves. You bring up like Asian
Hmm.
films. I love all of
Hmm.
that stuff, and which that has a lot of green influence that kind of gives this like grimy just
Yeah,
texture that I really like.
yeah.
It was fun to really. It was like visually, kind of everything about this movie was a first time thing for me. It was like working with an ensemble and this genres I haven't worked in. It was a lot of fun.
Sounds like it's just so much fun. And like I'm looking at this cast and I want to dig in. So I know you've been promoting a lot about Michael C. Williams being in the film. For the people that know him from, Blair Witch fame, because you were talking about Ed earlier. Uh, Emily Bennett is someone that I've seen in a couple things within the last couple years. She has a lot of star power to her. And then even Kia Like I've not seen her in a lot of stuff, but she does have a very familiar face. So I'm curious, talk to me about your leading ladies in the movie. And I believe, do you have a comeback person, young lady that has been in one of your
Yes.
films before that is also
Yes.
stepping back onto the screen? Talk to me about the ladies in Ghost Game.
Yeah, I was so excited I got like all the dream people I wanted in this thing. Um, First with Emily, I first saw her work through Alone with You,
Yeah,
which
dude.
you probably saw, which
Yep.
she not only is the star of, she wrote and co-directed with her
Mm-hmm.
partner Justin Brooks, and Justin shot Ghost Game. So my producer brain was working when we were casting Emily's role and looking for a DP. I was like, let's bring both of them on the movie. This is a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
And so Emily was like such an obvious choice for that character from the beginning for me. And then I've been trying to work with her for a while in a couple projects. And then Tia, I did not know she had auditioned for it, like just sent in a tape, and she is based in LA from Oklahoma. So I had somehow I convinced my producers to bring almost cast from everywhere. We're in Maryland. They're like, we should really cast locally. I'm like, I will try. I didn't try hard enough. um, she is incredible. I just saw her audition. I didn't know anything about her, and she was
Okay.
so like badass in the audition. I was like, she is like this person. And then I met her, and she's so bubbly and like
Uh,
is afraid of horror movies, like screaming. And I was like, oh my God, you're really great because you aren't that person I saw in the
mm-hmm.
audition at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing also to see her do all of this for the first time
Yeah.
because she was legitimately scared of like certain scenes we were shooting, like special effects we had or some
Right.
part of a dead body
Right.
in a room. And she was like
Right.
actually scared of it.
Hey, that's gonna
Um,
work great for the film. Shit.
I know. I can't wait. I'm excited to see her reaction to watching it, if she'll be scared of it.
Is she gonna come up to Kansas City? Is she coming to Kansas City, or are you gonna meet her at another one of the screenings?
She was hoping to, but she literally just landed a role. She's filming something right now, so
Oh, that's what's up. Good
that's
for
the
her.
best reason to not come to
Of
the
course.
premiere.
Make that money, woman.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then a Vienna Moss, the young
Yeah.
actor you brought up, she
Yes.
has a huge role in this, but she played the flower girl and the stylist at the
So how
very end
old
of the
is she
film.
now? How old is she?
She's 11.
11. Okay. So in the stylist, how old was she in the
She
stylist?
was young. I can't do math right now. She was like 7.
Okay. Yeah. She was like 6 or 7 or something. Okay.
So she has that cute little creepy moment at the end of the stylist, but she was so impressive. I was like, when I have the opportunity to work with her in a bigger way, I can't wait. And this script had like a big kid horror movie role, and I'm like, which is
That's great.
scary. And I was
That's
like, all right,
great.
I know the perfect person. She's great. Like, I really hope this film like boosts her in general, like gives her more work. She's so good.
That's amazing. Well, I'm not going to take too much of your time because I got to make sure you're getting as much love on this film as you can leading up to its world premiere, which we're also excited for. Got to talk real quick about the fellas in the movie. Just quickly give me an idea. How were they to deal with on this on the location? Did you guys run into any weird little hiccups also when you were filming this?
Were you saying the male actors?
Yes.
Yes. Well, Mike, of course, we brought up. I was like, always set myself up to work with people I'm incredibly intimidated by because I've like worshipped since I was 14 or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
with Blair Witch especially.
Yeah.
Mike was incredible, and he actually now teaches acting in a high school, and I think that really made working with Vienna, the young girl, so much more everything because they have really challenging
That's
scenes
crazy.
together.
So
Um,
he teaching at like a high school in like New York or something? Because he's the
a
East
high
Coast guy,
school that
right?
he, yeah, a high school that he actually went to. Him and his
Oh,
wife both teach there and both went. It's like a beautiful story
that's
as
what's
he's telling
up.
it.
Yeah, bring it back, man. Bring it
Yeah.
back.
And he says like when his students find out who he is, like discover Blair Witch, they're
Right.
like, oh my God, I'm sure.
It's like, how many
Um,
of your kids have dressed up as you for
yeah.
Halloween? You know what I mean? Came into class and just stood in the corner for 5 fucking minutes. Like, all right, we get it. Come
Yeah.
on, sit down.
And our other leading, or we have two other lead guys, Zayn Hadir,
Hmm.
he turned in just an audition as well, a tape, and I was just so impressed with it. And I'm have of Middle Eastern descent, and so is he. So I was really excited, to be honest, to cast a Middle Eastern guy in the
That's what's up.
film
Yeah.
as a lead. And this is his first feature, and he's like, one of our main guys, and he had fucking kills. I'm excited for people to see him. Um, and then we have Sam Lukowski, who is an all-around insane badass because he plays one of our main guys, and he was like, he was a producer, so he's like, and he's a guy who would do anything. Like we're
Yeah.
like, literally a toilet broke and he's fixing it. Like
Yes.
running across over here fixing something, and then like 5 minutes later on camera, and like none of
Right.
it affected him. Um,
That's
Sam
real
was so,
filmmaking. That's what people don't
yeah.
understand. That's real filmmaking right there.
And Sam, it's fun to me that kind of Sam and Mike, everyone's kind of complicatedly a bad person in this movie, except for really maybe Emily and Vienna's characters. But Mike and Sam are really I think our main antagonists, and they're both a lot of fun. They're perfect for it.
That's great. That's great. So I cannot wait for everyone to see this world premiere. Then you're going to be the film's going to be down in Chattanooga. Do you have any other announcements on any places that the film's going to be playing?
We have some coming, but I can't
Okay.
say anything
Okay.
yet.
All right. All right. All right. Well, we
I
can't
found
wait.
out one this morning that I
Okay.
just
All
want to
right.
tease. I
Are
was
you
so
going to be able to?
excited
Are you going
about
to
it.
be able to announce that at Panic Fest? You're going to be able to let people know that at Panic Fest.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay.
But I do plan to also go to Chattanooga, so I'm excited about that. And Adam, our writer, will be there too.
I saw you say something about that on the X, so that's
So
amazing.
Adam is, for those who don't know, he's mostly known for his novels. He wrote Clown in a Cornfield, which is turned into a series. It's like a slasher series, and it's great. And it's been optioned to be made into a film as well.
Oh, okay, sweet. That's what's up. That's great to hear. Jill, all right, lady, it's
Great to
coming. What are
talk to
we
you.
like? What are we like? 5, 6 days away? Not so far away right now.
I know,
Countdown's on the
a
way,
week
less
from
than a week.
tomorrow.
Yeah, a week from tomorrow. It's going down at Panic Fest. People get their first opportunity to see Ghost Game. And uh who would you like to thank as we round up this interview? And last but not least, what is one thing that you hope people take away from Ghost Game after they leave the screening?
Oh my gosh. Well, that's a big question. Who I like to thank is like the whole cast and crew, because everyone worked their ass off, and I'm so proud of like how it turned out. I could go and name everyone and say
Right.
why all for an
Everybody.
hour. That worked on the film, especially Johnny Mercer, my assistant director, who was
Okay.
there to like deal with all my emotions. And he'll be in the world premiere.
Awesome.
But what do I want people to walk away with? I just want people to walk away, like excited about it, and really just still have lots of questions, because we kind of leave some things for you to be like, what really happened? Is that what at
Yeah,
the very end? I love
that's
that
what's
kind of
up.
it. Yeah.
All right, people. Jill Gevargizian, Ghost Game, coming very, very soon next week up at Panic Fest. And then you'll be hearing a lot of news from it after that and where it's going to be playing, of course, Chattanooga. And then make sure you're following this young lady on Instagram, on all her social media outlets, because she will for sure give updates on everything going on with Ghost Game and also all of the other projects that she's ever been involved with and consistently helping out her other friends and family members in the film industry. So thank you so much, darling. We really, really appreciate the time. And we look forward to
Thank
seeing you up
you.
in Kansas City. All right.
I'll see you next week. I can't wait.
You know
Thank
it.
you.